everybody, it's Susan and I'm here with another book review for you. Today I want to talk about one of my favorite books that I've read this year. It's The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. This book was absolutely gorgeous. I loved this book. If you've read any of her books, you know they're usually just really beautifully written, really intriguing. She writes in all sorts of different genres, and this one was wonderful. This book starts in 1714, and then it switches back and forth between 2014 and 1714, and it is so intriguing. It crosses centuries and all sorts of different times in history. It talks a lot about art, but the thing that really stood out to me about this book is how beautiful the writing was. It just really sucked you in. It was really hard to put down, and it's quite a long book, so it did take me a while to read. Even though I kind of wanted to read it in one sitting, it wasn't possible. So in this book, our main character, Addie LaRue, makes a terrible mistake when she makes a Faustian bargain, and she realizes that it wasn't the right thing to do. She did it kind of impulsively. So this book follows Addie over the centuries as she lives a life that is often full of a lot of loneliness. Even though she gets a visit from the handsome and mysterious Luke every year, they have a very different relationship. As you can see, I'm trying to go careful because I really don't want to spoil a lot of this book, because you don't necessarily know what's going on. Now, if you read the back of the book, it kind of tells what's going on. But I think you should go into this book not knowing anything about it, because I think it just makes the experience much richer. I had read the first couple of lines of the description, and V.E. Schwab is an automatic read for me. So I'm I'm not gonna read any more of this because I want to be surprised. I was so glad I did that, because I was able to go into it without any expectations. And this book was so good. I cannot say enough good stuff about this. I just really enjoyed it. The ending was perfect. Everything about it I liked. I was finished with this book and I was sitting there thinking about it and doing a review. I was like, okay, what was the thing about this book that I didn't like? And I couldn't think of anything. It was so good. I loved every character in the book. I liked this sense of haunting loneliness in the book. I thought it really spoke to me now in this time when we're kind of isolated, but it was just so beautiful. V.E. Schwab is just such an amazing author. She writes under several different names. So she writes middle grade books, she writes young adult books. This is an adult book, so I suggest you read any of her books because I've never been disappointed by any of them. But anyway, come in, it will be on our shelf back here. It's The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab, and I can't wait to hear what you think about this one. It was definitely my #1 book of the year so far, so come in and read it. I'd love to hear what you think about it. But have a great afternoon. Join us again soon for more book reviews. And as always, you can come in here, walk in the front door, come to our bookcase here. As you can see, we have all the books here that we've been doing book reviews on. And things go in and out pretty quick from this shelf. So if you see anything on here you like, come on in and grab it. But thanks for joining me today. Have a good day.